Welcome back to Timberborn and our experimental Oasis playthrough of full version when it comes out hopefully soon, and hopefully we'll get this finished before that time. But anyway, let's carry on. We are in the process of putting some carousels in. Now I did say at the end of the video I was going to rip this down, and that's what I am going to do in this one. This is no use anymore. We are now going to connect this to this, which is fine. So that will solve that. I am going to do something here, but I just haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But I did say that that one now was a line that we could probably get rid of these three here and these three here, which then would draw the line through there. So we've got that. Which I think could be quite nice. It's better than what we've got, I think. I did have these here, like that, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that yet. But I can, because I've got enough explosives. Let's just take these three out, but leave this just in case. Because they were in there before. We haven't got anything obviously connected to the carousel. We need to build the carousel once. We've just got this to be built. We've already got the power ready in there, as you can see. The power shaft's down is down there. Let me carry on and stop pausing everything. We'll do this as well. Now, if you remember in the later, I built this double channel, and the reason why is so they can walk down this channel, because at the moment they can't do. If I only build one, let's get rid of this because I don't need it, and it's perfectly fine. Ooh, I need the path. Didn't get the path out. Because I mean, I could do one here as well, but I'm not going to bother. They can do this singly because I've got to wait anyway. It means they can walk down this side, or they can walk down this side when I do the piping. In other words, I can just basically, otherwise it's going to take an enormous amount of time. Like here, for an example, I can't put it on, but imagine this line is this center line. When I put all that down, they can't walk down. So I'd have to put one, and then one, and then one, like that. If I did all this, they'd get stuck and they'd get really confused in this game. So that's the reason why I'm not doing it. Yeah, so now we're gonna, like I said, we've got this dance hall here. We don't really need this any longer. So I'm gonna take this down now. That was probably a bad idea because that's resources that where now I can't actually get to. I'll take all of that down. And I will be able to pick up the resources this way once this opens up and get them. We've got 15 days. This is a new thing in this version 1 where these resources will go, but we don't really want them to go because there's quite a lot of metal and everything there. So I will add this in to make this as fast as possible. Also, I'm okay with extract. That's not too bad. I did build we had a huge amount of employment, so I built quite a considerable amount of builders here. So I've got quite a lot of builders in the game. As you can see here, they're going absolutely bonkers, which is good. Yeah, for me doing that, it gets them to go. I mean, I didn't need the post. I could have built something else, but it's always quite nice to potentially not do that. Now I'm gonna see where I started this at the end of the other episode as well. Take that out, don't need that. Because this is going to be the water. That's why I wanted to connect it. It's such an important thing. You know, because all the water, all this is going to move to where where the... I was going to move it into this one, basically. This is what the was actually going to be. But as we know from last time, this is going to take about 20 videos before it's actually going to be full. So that's a bad idea. I spent all that time doing it. It's turned out to be a pointless exercise. But you have to learn these things. As otherwise, that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this, and I'm going to move these into the big reservoir. That way they're not taking the water, and obviously this is just solely for, well, I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be for something. I could put the more of these in the cocktail, and you know, all of this, which I don't really need to, but you know, it's going to be something. I'm going to enable this. We're going to enable this now because they have built that, so we'll build that. And then I'll enable this. I'll put that as a 2. Doesn't really matter. Because I can come down and go in there. That's the only trouble, like I said before. I'm not a great lover of. I like the zip lines, but a 2 is a bit. You know, it's a bit simplistic. Maybe a redesign to have a 4, something like, you know, you've got 4 of these coming out and that's how they work or something, and separate, you know, that would have been nicer. I think they probably tried it and then realised it was probably a big design thing. Right, now we've got rid of that, we'll just get them to pick up this. All this resources here. I mean, I've got a lot of treated planks. I've got a lot of everything. I don't really need to worry too much, but I'd rather have the situation in place. When I get to this one, I can build these 2. I can do it because they can walk down. I mean, what I could do is this. I could do a walk down that way and walk down that way, and delete this here because I've still got the paths. We can have 2. Well, technically we'd have 6 because there's this side and this side, but this is enough just to protect the so they don't so he doesn't fall. As that would be an absolute travesty. Now you see what I mean by I'll be able to do this here. They'll just do that straight away, and it's easier. Though I don't actually need that one. I don't need that one. I can't fill it in. Well, I can fit it in. I could go and do that, and then have to walk around this side. But now that it's not affecting them at all. They'll fill that in if and when they're actually ready. If I don't like that, I'll put them back. Probably don't like that actually. But anyway, so decisions. Obviously, we know that this line here. If we take this line, I think it's this line here, is where they can all walk. This line here, if I just do 2, which is there, then I do exactly the same as I did wherever the hell they are. That way. I'll pause that one and that one. Then we'll do the same here for that one. We'll pause that one. We don't technically need to pause the top one, because if the bottom one can't be built, the top one can't be built either. We need to blast down a tunnel there. Then this needs to be blasted. And we'll do the same, and then connect that up as when we're... we can do this, put this on hiatus. And I won't go around until that's done. What up there? I was thinking, well, I know I could just do this and then do that. So that'll send that, and obviously if we need to extend this, we can use the power from the carousels. It's hidden; you're not going to see it because once I've got what I want, I'm going to fill that in. It's also not going to take the chance of getting bad water in. That's why I didn't want to use the power from here. It's closer, and obviously I could send it this way. But I'd rather block that off and have that not doing anything, and have a nice time. Now I could redirect it. Don't get me wrong. I could redirect the water to come and blast around here, and just let it go this way, and do a dam. Well, do a dam, and then that way this bad water would never come. It would never come out and go flow into this section here. But it's fine. You know. Well, we've done two. Right, let's just follow our nose back here then. And I wish I've got these two on pause. So if I don't like the design, I'm not going to build a design. I'm just trying to figure out what I want and how far I want it away. Obviously, there's... I mean, there's 4 of them. But I think that'll be enough. I don't think I need any more than 4 to pump this water. It takes 3, I think it, doesn't it? Let's... This would be this way around. So yeah, it takes all the 9, doesn't it? Yep. We'll... No, I can't do it in here. No, I will just do that. I was going to come up with the idea that from one of the other playthroughs, but I can't because I don't have ladders. I'll enable that now. Just let that build when it wants to, because that's a big platforming system. Then we'll get the storage. Not the storage. Run down the way. We'll get these like this here and this here, and pause them. As you can see, it's going to go almost to the full. I can change the limit on these, but I don't really need to. Because we want them to go. I'm not too sure how much that will... I assume that this will empty out. I wouldn't say rapidly, but it will... It'll give it a good... Well, to be honest with you, it won't, because once it's full, it won't pump any. So it'll do so far, and then it'll stop. I've got to get the storage up there, so I've got to get the places to be able to put this stuff, things and stuff. I'm going to empty this out, because it's definitely going to be in the way. And I assume that's the furthest, well, it's probably not actually. We'll have to work out a system. See what I mean? Yeah, look at that. I think, I don't even know what that is, but it's something. Look at that. And he went down there, and he went down there, and he went into his little home. Now, obviously, I could do that a bit straighter, and he's not going around big France to get there, you know? Let me see. Actually, we say China. Go around by China. Let's blast that down. We'll pick this up. We know they're there, so we can see this here. So let's get the lucky stuff in here. I'll wait to think that they're gonna obviously. That's going to be interesting because they'll build it, but it doesn't say that you can't do that. Let's come back down again. It's going to be one of these videos where you're up and down, up and down, up and down. There we go. I don't think we'll do any more because they can't. No, I don't want to demolish the path. I want to add to the path. As you see, look at that. They've already done, and they've already done this. Same problem here. I can do this one now, and I have obviously I've got to do that one. This again can be just extended to there, and we'll just down there. I know I could. What I could do is blast another one and go over there just in case I want to have a walkway to the other side. But why the hell have that when you've got the zip lines? Makes no sense. That's not come in as of yet. I don't think it's coming. I think the bottom one's coming, but I don't think that one's coming. Yeah. The bottom one and that one's come in. That means this one here needs to be done. That means this one needs to be done. That's the one. Once that's done, I can enable this, and then we can. This is almost. Yeah, this is already done. So we've got that done. I mean, I could have built it with the, you know, the planks and that, but I just thought, nah. Just build it with something that's quite nice. You know, why not use the dirt? You've got 5,000 dirt left still, which you accumulated here. As you can see, there's a lot in there. 5,000 is a lot of dirt. It's fairly new. Ish. Oh, I wonder if that's been moved now. Yes, it has. So we'll delete this. I normally would. I don't know if I want this. Right, let's get a no storage. Just large storage there, large storage there, large. Pause that one, pause that one, that one. I'm going to delete this because I don't think I need it. Storage. There, turn there, turn there, turn that, and turn not there because I can't get that one. I know it would actually be nice to fill this in, and have the this thing this way. But that then implies that that's going to go things. So then I would have to move. Well, it's fine. It'd just be less. It would actually be. It would obviously go in line with this here. I don't think. I think this is wood lumberjack. Cut the flipping thing, will you? Cut that. I'll take that out. So what you can get out and get in. Yeah, so that'll be less. So I'm gonna change that. I know it's in this line, but this is in the way. This will give me enough water. That's 4 times. Well, it's not actually 2, 4, 6, 7. It's only 1 more water than this. Once I get the first one built over there, then I'll get rid of this and keep getting rid of it, and then I'll have to go get the water. These are never full. I never know why these are not full. It may be to do with I've got not enough haulers. So oh no, they come from the district centre. Let's do this for now. And put them. Now I know that they can have up to 10. So I might have to get some builders. Oh, dare I say, get a few more houses. Or well, I don't need to get houses because it's going to cause a problem. Because I don't have the houses set. Well, I can build on top of that. I just have to do another run down here and then redesign this and have an absolute nightmare as usual. Do this. Once they're built, it doesn't really matter now. Because it's only a 2. So this would go this way. This would go this way. This would go this way. And no, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I didn't really need to get rid of that, but that. Then want that built. We will get the well-being, which means we'll get the other carousel. We'll bash that on there. And that's how it would be. So that's that one. Obviously, we want the dance hall. So let's get the dance hall. The dance hall would turn around. Bearing in mind, we're making it the same as this. This would then have the second one. This would then add to there, which would then finish off our construction. Now the only annoying thing is they've got to walk all the way around here, and they can't actually use anything that now. Well, I know what I'll do for just this bit here. I'll build a. That'll stop them from that, and then obviously I can get rid of that. That's fine. It sort of makes sense, and just like getting them to walk all the way around. In fact, actually, they can't walk all the way around because that's not connected, so they couldn't walk anywhere. It would stop. Let's get another one of them in. How are they doing with the line? It just that reminded me that the what they call the line that's getting built in Dubai. I don't know why that just reminded me of that once I said it. It's like this really big. Well, it's basically some 170 mile long that now it's not 170 mile long. But that was a very ambitious, let's say. overly ambitious, I would say, idea. Is that dead? Well, that doesn't really matter anyway, because I don't really want that anymore. Some of this won't work either. Now, that's going to be a problem. I'm just having a look at that, because that is on that side. Oh, that's going to cause a problem. The reason why it's going to cause a problem, I'm going to get rid of this and get them to pick that up, is that back here is right in line, I think, with these. Now, this powers this. Oh. Although there's no reason why I couldn't have another one down here. And then come up with some come up with the weirdest solution. I think actually, you know, that this here, although the only problem with that is he's already got two. But it wouldn't be too far-fetched to put the second one on this side. In fact, it's mainly on this side anyway, which I think it's basically here. It's hanging out two here, but obviously it's only hanging out one here, because this is the actual solid part of it. So if I did this, this is the well, no, is it? In fact, how the hell are they getting down there? Oh, they're not actually getting down there, are they? If I want them to get down there, and I needed to do a same here actually, because they can't. It's fortunately they're only using that as a zip line to move across, so they're not actually moving down here. Now they are, which is something I completely forgot about all this time. It's only because this reminded me on. Is that right though? No, it's not right, is it? It needs to go for another one, because that would be the line here. No, it's right. That's that, and then that's that. Yeah, of course it's right. I might pick. Obviously, we can't connect these two, but walking from there to there, walking to any of these isn't that much traumatic, is it? The slight advantage is that would then stop here, which means I wouldn't need this back one, which means I wouldn't need this. Oh, yeah, whatever, pig. Didn't think of that. Did we? We've got bad tide approaching as well. We don't get a bad tide very often. If I need to keep an eye on this, let's just bash through this slightly more. I tell you what I will do. I'll stop these, because there's no way I'm going to use all that water. And obviously I've got this here as well. Well, I haven't actually, because it's not been built yet, but it will be built once all this is built. And I've got... Oh! Well, that's a bit of a trauma. I've got 0 planks whatsoever that I didn't even know to realise I don't have any planks left, because I've used them all. So we better start that. No wonder construction is a bit slower than I was anticipating it was going to be. Because we don't have any planks left. Oh well. I had like 700 of them. That's why I didn't enable them. But I suppose this uses quite a lot, and obviously we use a hell of a lot down here that we have to keep getting back again. This isn't being built, and that's using. I suppose it does make sense. Like, look at this. I mean, this is. I mean, each one of them uses a 5, so yeah, that was a bit of an oversight. How many logs? I've got tons of logs. Logs isn't a problem. Oh, because the thing is, there's a reason why it's not a problem. It's because I haven't been doing planks as well. I'm not going to bother with that, like I said. They're going to fill that in whenever they're ready. Come on. See, this is taking planks. This is taking planks. Everything is taking planks. Planks on planks. Are they using that? Possibly not. Let's give ourselves a bit of area. Right, wood. No, don't, lumber. Don't care which side of the run that's no problem. That one can be built. I will get them running. Now, I'm going to have to be careful here because that's only producing 400. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm not running the gears. The gears are full. I don't know how many of these are running. Probably nothing actually. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I've got 1 point something days left. I also don't want to take a chance that bad water gets in here. I suppose I could fill that up, doesn't matter. And it'll stop when it's ready. I've got 0.9. I'm not going to take the chance now. I'm going to run this. And then we're going to go down. We haven't had a bad water for a long time. It's a pain because I've got to control it myself. This needs to go upwards. This needs to be upwards as well. Don't understand why that wasn't upwards. That might not get bad water in. I'm not too sure. But obviously, we'll open this and then get it to take out all of that. And then we'll, flood it again with the, things so it doesn't do anything. It's working. This is working, sort of. But I've got to be careful because I've just got no planks whatsoever. I've run out of planks. We demanded 300, so I can blast another another lane out there. No, I'll just do one more. And we'll obviously fill that in. They are filled in at the moment. Obviously, I've paused these as well. This means this is probably going to run. Yeah, these are, I thought they would run. Oh, come on, guys. I only want one more. Really? Food is slightly lower. That's probably to do with me filling this in. As overall. I do the path there, and then I plant crops. Potatoes! I've said that for a long time. Potatoes! Give me some potatoes. Right, anyway. This has almost got built. We've got the gears in, we've got the blocks in, but obviously we want the planks, that's the... Alright, now the bad water's here. I think this was, I think it was changed in a recent, yeah, I think that is bad watered. It may not be, I don't know. The problem here is that's good water. You can't, so you can't swap one of these. I think you could do that in the iron tea, but you can't do it in the folktales. But at least it's not getting, as you can see here, it's not getting contaminated, so that's good. I can't remember if there's a, and I know there's this, we've got this, measures the water depth for and bad water. I'm going to put one of these in here. No, in fact, actually, tell where I'm going to put it. If I can get it in. But can they build it? That's the question. Yes, they can. The advantage of this is I don't care about the floor, but what I do care about is the bad water conditions. So when this comes back, and obviously that's, I know for a fact it's going to have bad water in, because I think, yeah, you can see the redness. It'll tell me how much bad water's in this floor. That way, once I know that I've got nothing or very little, 0.1 or whatever the hell it is, 0. Yeah, you see the bad water now. This was changed. I'm dead sure this was changed in a recent thing, because I don't think that you could do a couple of other things and that wouldn't happen. I have no idea what is paused in that either. What is paused? Oh, I know what's paused. It's this, isn't it? It's this, yeah, that's fine. So we've got 6 days of bad water. I've stopped the floor. In fact, I'm going to pause the floor because I don't want any more water to come out of there. Obviously, we don't want any more water to come in here. And with the, I think participation, we've got of 9,000. I'm still building this, so I'm still waiting to build this. Which is taking a while because we have absolutely no power. Now, the decent thing about this is that we got the Geo. Now, Geo. I want a Geo and I want one now. I don't want one. You know what I mean. Anyway. This will get built because it's only logs. And I think, I may be right, that this will go to 3, this will go to 400. There we go. So now we're still doing 100% because these are only 50 each. But we're blasting out the old planks to... but we're going to absolutely assassinate our... I bet that's uncut, actually. Yes, it is uncut. Let's just clear that from getting cut. Though I haven't got a tapper shack anyway. And in fact, I don't even have any resin. You can tell there's no resin in this. I've used all the resin that I can, so it doesn't really make any difference. But we'll blast through this with time because it's only a bad water. But it may give us the time to start building this, or it won't. I don't know what, because I could turn some of these things off that are getting built really. That I don't really care about, that like, I'll turn this off and I'll turn this off. I'd like to get the water situation over there sorted. This isn't being built, which means that they're going to have to walk away around to build that. The reason why I want them to get this done. This is the thing that I'm really wanting them to... Oh, they've done quite well there, though. Now we'll... There we go. There's 150 planks there. Get them, boys. One more of them. And that's going to get built. How far we... yeah. Look at that. That's massive. It's almost as far as it already is, but they'll do that quite well. Obviously, they have to take the planks back to bring them back out again, which is a pain. But what they could do is they'll go up here, round here, down there, and find some sort of storage around here somewhere. But we are absolutely blasting these out. We've just gone through 100 logs straight away. Do I care about... But to be honest with you, they're almost going built. They've got 10 in, so... I might as well put these to pull to get these just done. We're not going to do them yet because they're going back home. The annoying thing is these never get filled up. Supply goods to others. No, I want to get them. It's probably because like I said, I've just not enough haulers. Haulers would do that. Yeah, they are doing this now, but there's obviously only 10 of them. There's our planks going into here. I could have paused this, to be honest, but they will go down there instead of walking all the way around, so it is going to be a bit faster. And then obviously I just need the planks to get that. I'm just keeping an eye on the planks. I'd rather get this in this rest of this playthrough. I'd rather get this done. But they will do it really, quite substantially fast. Now they can get themselves in there. And if I keep moving the goalposts here, and obviously I'll do this. We should be able to get this. Yep, there we go. So we got this ready, and we got this ready. We're going to have to make sure that there's no beavers when we connect these two. There's no beavers in this channel at all. Because if that's the case, then they'll get caught up, which we don't want. Sure. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that I did that, and I probably don't need that now if I'm going to do them from there as well. It's closer. Right, if I do... How far is that away? We know that it's going to be 30, don't we? Because it'll say 30. Yes, I can only go there anyway. If I was to do this, it wouldn't be straight, so... that's actually too far. That means... I think... that's where that should be. Oh, I've done it to the wrong bloody one, haven't I? That's not the one that I'm supposed to be connecting. That's not the one I'm supposed to be connecting the line to. I've done it to this one. That means it's here. That means it's one over again. That's... Right, get rid of that. Maybe you could put it in line. That should be where it is, because that's the one that's... then we'll... Which means... this here, which I'm doing this one here. Yeah, how far can you go? Actually, it's pretty still over, isn't it? It's not even there. God damn it. Put this too high, like we had before. Then connect that in, like this. Now add this to this. Is that? Yes, it is. That's 12. So if I do 6 this way. Now I take this off. Now I put this and add this to here. 24. Add that to there. 24. You can do. It's just a thing again, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, Pig's doing his thing again. It's like now this is in the center of everything. It's actually law. So I'll bump it up by... Do I have to bump that up by 2? Then add that. Yep, that's straight. Which will mean that this will not be straight. Yeah, it needs to sort of... But the trouble is it's not going to be straight anyway because this is too high. But that's going to solve the problem of this gate up here not going over there. Like I said, I don't need to use this now. Well, not entirely true. There isn't a possibility of using, well, if it was in line, which is, doesn't feel as if it's in line, but it is in line. There isn't a possibility of taking this out and maybe using it for this. I know we've got this, but this is definitely not going to be here. So I might be able to save it. For sure. Sorry for pausing that. This is all getting blasted down as well. We've got most of our... I think, yeah, I've got obviously the scrap metal. It's getting used anyway. I've now got enough planks, I think, to start enabling some of this stuff. So we fixed a lot of the problems. I'm quite happy about the line here. And it is on, I mean, it is on as fast as I can do it. I can't do it any faster than what it's allowing me to do. Like so. I know I could come from the other side, but I just don't think it makes much of a difference. How's our water situation doing here? Now we know that we got about half this amount of water. Has that stream thing been built? Yes, it has. Contamination is 0. In fact, actually, that water should be gone. Yes, it is gone. So that's why the contamination is 0. But we can see the contamination here. This would not be red if it's a thing. But this will give me an advantage because when I push this through, I'll be able to know when the contamination is 0. It's a bit of a ball ache that I'm doing it by hand, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. This is all being built. So, because tree plank trees and logs, we can't even, I can't do it, so I'm going to actually get rid of all these, and these are going to come back into the bowl, because obviously I don't really need them anymore. Because when we get all that, this treated stuff is going to have to go back to the, it'll go to here, I assume, wherever these two. It's treated planks. I've even got some more treated planks somewhere, but I just don't know where the hell they are. Right, that's all gone. I might as well ditch all this. Ditch this. Because it was only a temporary thing anyway. Right, that's all gone. So we've got these back. Let's enable 2. As we say, we can... Oh, well, that would have been a good idea. Line through there. They will... We can actually get this going. I'll get this going and it'll be water, and I'm going to copy that there. That's the two, I think, that are empty. Yes, one, yes. So we'll ditch these and ditch these. And then we can get the planks and that for that when that gives itself back. Obviously the water here is getting used, so this one is going to be gone as well, so I'll get rid of that one. They are absolutely coming through this water, but it's not a problem, because obviously once this gets enabled, which it will be, because I've got rid of, and I'm going to get, I'll add these two in as well. This is actually not really needed anymore, I don't think. I'm going to get rid of this and get this back, because I don't really know what I'm going to use these for. I'll not do that, I'll do it in stages. So I need to move this down thing, because it's going to be in the way. And they're going to use this anyway, so I don't really think they're going to use this. Well, they can't use it yet because they can't get to it, can they? But I can help with that, because that now is one. That's one away, so they'll build it there. That's got the same problem. If I do that, that then hasn't got the same problem. They'll still be able to use this and get to there and then get to there. We are almost at the end of it. The videos go really fast, I tell you. And by the time this is out, we'll have a lot more. We'll also I've got some more bought some more games in the silver. Spent some money that I earned. Not from YouTube, but from other places recently. Got a chance of a bit of work, so one does it. And anyway, that's by the back. So we're bringing them to the channel soon. Some of them. And I did buy that Anno Pax Romana, which actually is the most expensive one I bought. It was quite like that. I just think it was quite good, and like I said, I like them sort of games. I think if I do this for now, I don't think they'll be able to go from here to here to there, but they'll be able to build all this infrastructure. When we get this going, see now that once that's built, which is almost built, we will be able to get this. It's almost there. Well, it's not really almost there, but this is done. This is done. This is the biggest. But it would have caused me an absolute nightmare if I had not done both of them. I've got quite a lot of don't want that though. And then we do this again to there. Like I said, it's an enormous thing, but at least you can't see it apart from when you get to, you know, somewhere down here. That'll have to come out. Like I said, and yeah, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out about there, isn't it? Where's our tunnel? there. So that's where it's going to come out. Actually, unfortunately, I can't. I tell you what I could do though. I can't actually do it there because I can't get over. I can do this. Obviously, I'll have to connect that to there. Then they'll do that. And then we can get them to come down here, I think. We'll get them to come the other way, as that's... Yep. That's exactly right. We'll get them to come that way, as that's coming that way. But it's not that far now. Apologies again. Done it again. I looked and it was only 40 odd minutes, and then now I've done it again. I'm desperately trying not to get these over the hour, but I keep failing miserably. So we're getting there, and things are coming ahead, and everything's starting to come to our, you know, we're getting, we've changed our water to come to over here. Let me just copy that while I'm talking. And so that's good. Obviously now we have no problems with water. I say that, but they're going to suck this dry like a thing. But then this will fill it back up again. They do use quite a lot of water, but obviously we got participation here. Also, this, where's my thingy? I need to, whoops. Now you see where, 2 seconds, otherwise I'll completely forget this. Like I said, so this here, this now runs to there, which now sends that water. Now we got some percent. I'll come up and turn this on. Make sure it's full. Make sure they can get this. I'll also, to make sure that they don't fill up and there's no bad water space, which actually is not too bad. We'll connect that. This is going to run out for I don't want it to run out for long. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We will see you in the next one where I have nightmares as usual. Anyway, take care. Bye for now.